Okay, well, I would say this
Yeah,
too. Like, my big problem with that too is like I'm trying to figure out how to react to what you're saying, and then like my first thought that comes to me is like, well, what do you guys think?
yeah, you're leaning on it. That's what I'm saying.
You're damn right I am. I need it like a crutch. I'm not funny all by
Yeah,
myself. I need something to make fun of.
yeah. How about you just be engaged with the conversation instead of just listening for your time to speak? Listen to what I'm saying.
Well, you're not interesting enough for me.
Sometimes neither are you. If
Well,
you look at my face reactions and
and
judging from your screenshot what you shared, you don't watch all the take. You don't watch the whole video.
oh
So
no, because there's some times where I look and I see, and you're just like, and I feel like it's actually a good story I'm trying to tell. You're just like sitting there thinking of the next story you want to tell,
I'm hard
just as
listening.
you were blaming me with that.
I'm hard listening. I just can't maintain eye contact the entire time because I'm
You
autistic.
you should not be hard listening to me, Smitty. That's a fucking problem. Um, I don't have a very
That's what
attractive voice, I
my
would say.
whole point is. That's what my whole point is. I actually listen to you. You listen to your time to speak.
I made a joke out of what you said. I listened to what you said, and I was like, let's make a joke out of what he said. How was that lost to you? I'm sorry. Like,
that joke went right over my head, I
it did.
guess.
It went right over. You're
That
like,
joke
it's
was a
hard to
bit
blah blah, and I
obtuse
was like,
for
it's
me.
you
Bit
shouldn't be
obtuse
hard while
joke
listening to
for
me,
me.
Smitty. That's all I'm saying. You fucking weirdo.
Well, and you're not wrong. I am fucking weird. So I like
There we
being weird
go.
though. If I wasn't weird, I
Well,
wouldn't like it.
you gotta be fucking weird to be a stumble bum. Otherwise, there's no damn reason why you'd have the
If I
damn
wasn't
title.
weird, I'd be fucking in prison.
Well, I mean, yeah, if I listened to every one of my dark callings, then I'd be fucking Dexter Morgan, basically.
I
By
don't think it'd
God.
be Dark Collins to this be trying to fit into a puzzle piece. I wasn't meant to be in that puzzle. Like, and I feel like that's what drives people insane. They try to fit into society when society was never meant for them to fit in.
Yeah, that sounds like Dexter Morgan right there. Um,
Yeah, but you just got to be okay with that state. I'm totally fine with that.
oh, yeah.
Like I like most of the time when I meet new people, I meet them in a hostile state, and then we're pretty much cool friends after that. like
I
when I
actually
was
get
working my
that. That
last
makes
job,
sense.
I met this one dude named Aaron, and the first time meeting him, he came back into my area looking for stuff, and that's not how it went. And then he was like barking orders at me. I'm like, well, this is how the chain of command goes. And we got heated there for a second because he was barking at me, so I instantly barked back. And then he like calmed down the situation, and then we were like tight buds after that. Like we went out to the bar a few times. Like,
No, actually, I did the same thing one time. Not even one time. It's the guy that works with me right now at my job, and he's older than me. He's actually spent time at prison too. So, and this is what really kind of got me because I've never spent time in prison. I don't know if y'all can tell, Smitty, you especially. And by the way, since I said it, we are recording, and I will get to the intro after this. Um, I was okay. We've been recording for like a while now, Smitty. So fuck off with your little eye rolling, little bitch ass. Fuck off. Now, but literally,
we were like at the finish line, and you're like, suck it.
yeah, because I've slipped up finally. Okay, you see why I hate talking to this guy? You can't make one mistake around him without him being like, ah,
I just lost my bet. Like you cost me
ah.
$50. I'm betting on you to cross the finish line, and you're like,
Then fucking
yeah,
send
I'm
me
in
50
first
bucks,
place, and you
bitch.
know
Give me
what?
50. Hang on a minute. If you're betting, it should be against me, and that's
Hey,
my money.
anybody got a blue shell? Anybody got a blue shell?
No,
Like,
give me the
just hit me
money.
with a blue shell real quick, and
Smitty, we're
yep,
getting off topic, and
awesome. I
I'm trying to
love
get
this
back to the
lightning
story
bolt.
here. No, but it was like, that guy, like, I lost the story. Fuck it. I mean, welcome back to the Stone Bones podcast. I fucking hate this guy to my left. I'm the Twisted G. This son of a bitch to my left can suck a dick and die. Okay? He can die. He could die. And I would not care. I wouldn't visit his funeral. I piss on his grave. and not even bring a bottle of scotch. Like, the only thing I'll bring is like fermented bottles of piss to pour on his grave after like 3 years of being moldy and nasty. Welcome back, Smitty,
I
you
just want to
fucking sack of
say
shit.
they said we wouldn't be back after last episode. They said they wouldn't do it. They said they wouldn't happen again, but we are so back. We are so back in studio, bum diggity. And the topic was that we were talking about coworkers we started off beefing with, but now we're like totally best buds with. Back to the
You're right.
topic.
And actually, I was like, I didn't really beef with him at first, but like, it sounds almost stupid. But when I learned that somebody's been to like true federal prison for like 3 to 4 years, I am kind of like, all right, I gotta watch how I talk to him, right? Especially because I'm a guy that likes to say bitch a lot, and you can't say bitch to a guy that's been to prison. They take it way wrong. You can't, even when you're saying it friendly, they don't take it friendly. Like, and so like, I was trying to mind my tongue around this guy for a while, and there was one day where he messed up on pressing a number, and so I don't know what it was. I was angry about something else, and I tried to not sound angry when I was like telling him he fucked up, but apparently I made it sound like he was a kindergartner when I was describing to him. He's like, "Don't fucking talk to me like I'm a kid." And I'll admit there was like a little bit of like that fucking like goose pimply shit that hit my spine. I was like, "Shit, I fucked up. What'd I do? I wasn't trying, my friend. I wasn't trying. Don't kick my ass. I'm just a little skinny white boy."
To be fair, I've trained many a felon, and I talk to him however damn well please. I've been told that a few times by pretty scary dudes. I'm like, what the fuck you gonna do? Get sent back to prison? Like
Well, I did that one time.
every single time they get a little antsy with me, that's what I say to them, and they get so salty. But it pretty much squashes this situation. Like, what are you gonna do? Hit me, get sent back to prison? Like, I know you're on parole right now. Like, you done told me.
Okay,
Like,
dude, that's insane. Actually, that reminds me of this story of where I pulled a gun on a guy for the first time in my life ever, because it was that. Like, he showed to our house when I was living with my brother when we were like both just paying our rent or whatever, and like I was laying down for bed one night and my brother comes up and he's like, "Hey, there's somebody banging on the door. I think he's your friend or whatever." And I was like, "All right, screw it, dude. Whatever's going on." I go downstairs and it's his baby mama's boyfriend, actually. And he's like saying things like, "Is Randall there? Blah, blah, blah. I heard he's blah." I just fucking straight looked at him and I was like, "We're not doing this tonight, dude. Like, I'm trying to get to bed for work. Just fuck off." I close the door, and before I even get to the stairs, he's like banging on our door and all this shit. And I turn around and I'm like, "Dude, get the fuck out of here." And he keeps banging and screaming. So I went and I grabbed my pistol. And I didn't aim it at him or anything, but I walked down in like the area in which he could see me, and I just held it up and was like, "Motherfucker, get the fuck out of here," basically. And dude, he goes berserk. He starts slamming his shoulder into the door, and I technically could have killed him because he broke the door
stand your
inward.
ground at that point.
He
You have to
broke
stand
no,
your ground at that point.
yeah, no, he
So,
did. He broke the door inward. Like it started to actually go inward, and that is stand your ground. When they break the face of your door, or the plane of your door, I should say, in Ohio, that is your stand your ground law. You are allowed to kill. But for some reason, I'm not even saying for some reason. I'm going to say thank God or whatever entity there is that made it cross my mind to yell out what I said. Because as soon as he broke the plane of that door, I remember I was like, "Aren't you on probation? I'm calling the cops." As soon as I said that, he wasn't scared of a gun, but he was scared about going back to prison. He fucking ran. He had a buddy make up a fake alibi and everything for him. Still went back to jail because he's a fucking idiot and couldn't, pass his damn drug test or some shit.
yeah, everybody's brave facing a gun solo, but as soon as you mention the cops and they on parole, they get real fucking scared.
Seriously,
So,
like, that's what literally broke
yeah,
my mind. I'm like, he was so willing to come at me when I had a gun in my hand, but as soon as I mentioned the fucking cops, he was like, "Ah!"
Yeah, the first time I trained a felon, I want to say I was all of 19, 20 years old, and this dude was probably in his mid 30s. He said he had like he'd been out like 3 or 4 times, I forget, and was currently on parole. And so I was teaching him takeoff. It was at a different fabrication shop, and he got testy with me because, simple job. It pretty much I show you once, you can do it, and he kept fucking up and then, said something like that to me, and that's what I said to him. I'm like, what the fuck are you gonna do? Go back to prison? You do anything else? You do anything else what you just said to me? I'm snitching, bud. Like
Oh my
I'm only
god.
here because they pay me, and I don't get paid to get put up with your bullshit, and I'm not going to.
Well, and
Like
like
so,
the thing that gets to it too is like these guys act like we should be scared of them because they
I'm
have this
not.
mindset that they're from Compton, basically. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
you're
no,
from a jailhouse in Ohio.
exactly. But it's that they think
Congratulations.
that there's some kind of hard ass motherfucking But it's like, dude,
And even
if
if
you
I
went to a
did
jail
live in
cell in
the area where I
Compton,
got Compton felons, I would do the same thing. Like,
well, no, but
I
I'm
don't
saying that
care
like
if you're a fucking gangster.
But I'm
Like,
saying
I
that,
don't
like,
give a
if you were to
fuck.
take our Ohio gangsters that get locked up, blah, blah, and you stick them in a jail cell with the California true fucking Compton gangsters, those motherfuckers are going to be pissing their pants. They're going to be like, oh, what's going on? Huh? Yes, sir. I'll do that. Okay.
I mean, I just don't give a fuck because you're property of the state. I still have my full freedom. Like, like, your future is sealed, buddy.
Yeah,
Like,
and especially that, 'cause, like, you can't even vote on our future, bitch.
you versus me.
I'm sorry.
At any time the cops called, its word is my word versus your word is who ends up in the cop car, and you got a record.
Yeah, no, you're
So,
definitely not wrong, too, with that. Like, that's a very, very real fucking aspect of that.
so I can say whatever the fuck I want to you because one, freedom of speech, and two, what the fuck you gonna do? Go back to prison? And also pay me money because I'm gonna sue your bitch ass?
I would say
Like,
though that's like the one worry that okay, you can sue, but at the same time, are they gonna really pay it back? Because they ain't gonna fucking work for that back. They ain't never
any
gonna
future
pay it back.
wages, any future wages, and then I can sue again, and eventually debt rolls over onto children or when they marry.
I'll be real. That's actually one thing that I've thought about before, and like no, like for real, like I would never pass a debt on to a child. I couldn't. Just because of that, like it's not on that child. It's not that child's fault. Their parent was a piece of shit and voided their bills and blah blah blah. You know. And I do understand like the debt has to be paid at the end of the day at the same time, but it's just still like it should be at least heavily discounted. It comes down to a child.
Yeah. And then he's probably gonna marry some piece of shit woman, and then I she accrues his debt, so I can start suing her
Well, that's
as
like
well for.
fucking Marvin Gaye. Did you know that Marvin Gaye, when he was shot and killed, I didn't know this either. Marvin Gaye was shot and killed by his own father in a
I knew
domestic
that.
dispute. I didn't know that for a long time. I thought that was insane. But he also died technically penniless. He left his family in like millions of dollars in tax debt or whatever. Like,
Yeah, you pay taxes.
that's just insane. Like, and the fact
Yeah.
too that he lived largely while he was alive. So it's insane to me. Like, how can you do that, but not actually technically have that money? As a working man, I want to ask especially, like, how did you do it, man? Let me know. Come on. Like,
It was tax fraud, so he never paid taxes. So everything that he earned, it seems like he spent and never paid any taxes on it. So I'm assuming that the house that the family lived in, he bought and never paid the taxes. So that's how he was living life. He was just living life to the fullest, like you said. While he lived life, he lived it to the fullest. However you phrased it, he was just committing tax evasion the entire time.
I respect that, man.
I mean, that's a pretty cut and dry one.
I respect him.
Like, but like another situation like T Pain does a whole bunch of features. His songs featured in TV,
Okay,
movies,
I'm
a whole bunch
sorry,
of
but
other shit. He does special events. He was in debt for the longest time because I believe one of his managers robbed him, so there went half of his money. And then also, he wasn't paying taxes.
so my buddy had this image hanging in his house, and it's this exact image, right? And I was like, "Yo, why you got an image of T Pain on your wall, bro?"
Even I know that's not T Pain, and I don't know who that is.
It's the Black Jesus Christ.
Okay.
And I was like, "Yo, why you got T Pain on the wall?" And
Was this dude black?
half mixed with something, but it was enough to make his mom basically half kick me out of the house. It was that one sentence. Like, why you got T Pain on the wall? And she was like, out!
I mean,
Fuck! like,
worth it.
like, it really was. This was the first time in my life I had been introduced to a family. It said one sentence and was just out. Like, they were like, nope.
I think I would have just leaned full into the dumb. I'm like, what? That you tell me that's not T Pain?
Dude, I don't know why, but it was too. Like, for some reason, when I looked at that image, I saw T Pain.
And they could
Like,
just keep telling me like that's Black Jesus. I'm like, you're fucking with me. That's T Pain. No fucking way. I think I would just leaned
I think that's what it was.
hard
He
fast.
said something too. I think that's what it was. Fucking Brooks said something. Oh my god, I got hair in my mouth. But he said something about that being Jesus, and I was like, nah, fuck that. That's T Pain. And that's when his mom was like, get the fuck out.
Yeah, you don't say it like that. You don't
I
just
said, nah,
full
that's
on
fucking T
dismiss
Pain.
it.
I go
Like,
honky
like,
mode, bro. I'm not fucking polite when I'm making a point. Like, nah, that's fucking T Pain, bro. Like, I know T
well,
Pain when I see
well,
him.
you're fucking with me still dismisses it because I'm dismissing it as
I'm
you're
dismissing you.
joking at me. Fuck that is just flat. No, I'm not even hearing it. Fucking with me is I heard it and I heard it as a joke, you know? So,
It is a
like, nah,
50-50
you're
with me.
fucking with
No, you're
me.
not wrong. It is a 50-50 with me when I say, fuck that.
I think that's 100%. Everybody's going to read it as I didn't hear that. If that's your instant response, there's not like that much beat in between it. Like you didn't take a pause and then say fuck that. You're fucking with me is a lot better instant response because I heard it as a joke. You're fucking with me. That's gotta be T Pain.
So, I got a new topic, though, here. It's a good one, I feel like. This is a real good would you rather. So, would you rather donate a kidney to a pedophile or lose a hand?
Fuck that. That's T Pain.
I'm losing a hand before I fuck T Pain or I give a kidney to a pedophile. And I'm talking kidneys and like they're on their deathbed. They need that kidney. Otherwise they are dead. I will lose a hand, this hand right here, before I give that pedophile a kidney.
Yeah, why would I give anything to a pedophile?
Well, I don't know. I figure that might be like a more interesting because like a lot of people are like,
And also, whoever it's tying me to the situation, I'll just take the fucking punishment. Like, I'm not doing either one of these. Just think of something worse, and I'll do that. Like,
all right, I'm cut your
like,
balls off and your
like,
dick.
No, I'm not doing that either. Like, we're gonna fight to death now. Like, ain't
There's no fighting to death. We have you secured, strapped to a wall. You're either okay with donating the
no
kidney,
way I would get you in
losing a
that
hand.
situation and not be on the brink of death already. So,
Smitty,
yeah, ain't no
I
way.
hate to break it to you. You already
Ain't no
look
way.
like you're on the brink of death, dude. I mean, you don't look healthy. Look at you, you fucking Muppet looking motherfucker.
You're the one talking freaking ghostly pale, looking like you just came out your freaking death stay at the hospital,
Hey,
freaking pale as shit,
Hit.
freaking
Hey,
slurring your words.
fucking
You
Hitler
can't
said that I'm the
even.
perfect damn race. I'm over 6 foot, blonde haired, blue eyes, bitch.
You soulless ginger.
Nah, that's the facial hair.
and
You're
the
a
actual
heartless
hair.
fucking Mexican, Native American, fucking inbred
Blonde,
wannabe.
you blonde minded. That's about the only thing blonde about you is your mind.
That's it. I'm showing my pubic hair.
I bet your carpet does match the drapes.
My carpet
Red.
matches my fucking beard, bitch.
Which she said was red, so you're redheaded.
Fuck.
See, you blonde in the brain.
It's
Can't
dirty
even
blonde
remember
up
what
top, bitch, okay?
it
Dirty.
just
Dirty.
no, no,
It's dirty blonde.
no,
Bitch,
not
this
at
is
all.
not red. Look at this. This is not red. This is
It's not
dirty
blonde.
blonde
It's
hair.
closer to red than blonde.
I'm gonna smack the shit out you, with my pecker, okay? I swear it.
I don't know how you're
No
gonna get
gay
me down
shit.
there.
Socks on. Fucking Uber on the way.
It's not like you could stand up doing that. I don't know how you're gonna catch me down low.
Fucking Hypnol's a hell of a drug.
Oh, you can probably get me to do that.
You damn right I could. I'd be like, hey man, hit this
Like
dab. I just
willingly, like
fucking
look
crushed
at
up a bit
this.
of that shit in
Okay,
there.
what was that?
Man, fuck that. I could sprinkle it on top of a fucking bowl of weed. I did that shit with Vicodin when they gave me that when I scratched my eyelid open. No, they did. They gave me 2 pills of Vicodin. And this was back when I was like, oh man, I want to say I was like 20, 19. I was 19, maybe 20. No, I was 19, 100%. Was that 20? I can't remember. But literally, I scratched my fucking like cornea, and they gave me 2 fucking pills of Vicodin, and they were like, they're gonna make you really drowsy and sleepy. Nope, I crushed one up, went. It's like, oh my god. And then I put half of one on a bowl of weed. So I smoked Vicodin on weed. I'll admit that right now on the podcast. There you go. Drug free since 2023, actually, I will say, besides weed and alcohol. And so, like, yeah, like it was literally just, it was an insane high and all that stuff. But don't smoke drugs, kids, that aren't supposed to be smoked. Bad shit happens.
All right, I got a topic.
Yeah, I lost
Another
track of where I
what's
was
your
going.
next move? Yeah, I can tell.
See, yeah, 'cause the more I
What's your
thought
next
back on it, I was
move?
like, what the fuck happened that night?
Yeah, this is what's your next move topic. You know, I've been coming at those with those, coming up with those,
My
these
next
ones.
move,
So
so,
shut up.
I'm being real.
God damn it.
What? Say it
I'm
again.
trying to get to my topic.
What's your next move, sir? You need to pause, like, you're not expecting me to answer. Bitch. Fucking finish your thing. I'll fucking kill you. I swear to God. Where's my gun?
Your future kids, we're going to say ages 11 and 9.
Ain't happening,
Destroy
but
the
okay.
family bathtub. What's your next move?
Were y'all fucking in it?
Your kids destroyed the bathtub.
How do the kids destroy the
Ages,
bathtub?
I don't know, let's say Beyblades.
I'm not putting my kids in a bathtub together at that age.
They used the Beyblades. They used the bathtub for a Beyblade arena, and you got metal Beyblades, so it took off the enamel and busted a chunk out of it.
Now, if it's my kids, they put firecrackers in there.
Then there's multiple ways to destroy a bathtub. Either way, your kids destroyed the bathtub. What's your next move? I'm glad we
You
got over the
sons
hurdle of the
of bitches!
bathtub.
How do you even think about doing that? I mean, there's a whole world outside. There's all these things. You could put them in a mailbox. You could put them in my tailpipe. You could put them up a cat's ass. But instead, you think about putting them in our damn bathtub. All right, that's it. Get on the fucking wall, the corner. That's it. For an hour, 2 hours, right now. Depending on their age, actually, how old? Standing in the
I'm
corner would be a thing for a young
I
kid.
just said 11 and 9 as a rough one.
Yeah, still standing in
Oldest
the corner.
11.
Still standing them in the corner, or the wall, as they would say. But
Yeah.
it would be a good hour or
11 and
two
9
they'd be
is like a
locked in that
sweet
fucking
age.
corner.
They just gained some good independence and they got a good sense of right and wrong,
It would be that. It'd be a good hour or two in the corner. And then I'd be like, I'll explain to them, too. Like, I'd be like, outside, go ham. In the house, no, ma'am. Like,
So that's it. Just an hour in a corner. Not gonna make
I'll
them
say over
work
an
out
hour,
for the
maybe.
bathtub. There ain't
Well, I
not
mean,
gonna
yeah,
be no
okay, yeah, that
prolonged
you're not wrong with
punishment.
that. I would probably make them clean the
I'm
bathtub, but at the
talking.
same
I'm talking
time,
about full kit and caboodle. What are you doing?
okay, it'd definitely be like standing on the wall of the corner, make them clean up their mess 100%, and they wouldn't be able to go out for the rest of the day and hang out with their friends 100%. But it really depends too on like their previous behavior as well. You know what I mean? Like if they've been assholes and not been following rules before,
Moderate. Let's say moderate. Not the greatest kids, but not the worst kids.
then it'll be that. I would say it would be clean up the mess. You're on the wall for if it's moderate, I would say 2 hours because you have to learn a lesson. You cannot light fireworks off in the fucking house. I mean, an hour, 2 hours on the wall, or the corner. Grounded, I would say, especially if they're at that age and they've already kind of shown some, uh, what you call it, uh, exposure to doing that already. I would say grounded for 3 days, and then in this day and age too, because for us being grounded was a huge differently thing. Like when we got grounded, we were not allowed to do shit. Like we were in our room with our toys at most, or on our, or for me, it was on my bed with books.
All right, so you're going with an instant hard ground with a prolonged soft ground. Are you gonna, because if we wait, let's take a quick pause. Are
Go
you
ahead.
gonna be a parent that does allowances or some
When they
type
get
of piggy
older,
bank?
okay, if they hit high school and they're in like freshman year, I'll start giving them like true allowance for doing chores if they don't have a job, especially because you're too young to get a job. But
Okay.
before that,
All
I'm
right.
going to teach
Back
them
to the
just true
situation. So
responsibility.
I'm assuming these kids got no piggy bank money. So at roughly minimum cost, very conservative, I'm going to say it's going to be around $500 to get your tub replaced. Are you going to make them help with that at all, or are you just going to eat that full of fridge and never bring it up?
I mean, that's the price of having kids, dude. I mean, you just never know what the fuck's going to happen, so you can't hold that on the kids entirely. I mean, I broke a window living with my dad, and he never fucking held me to it. As a matter of fact, that window is still broken as a new person has bought the house. Like, my dad never once actually made me fucking pay for that window I broke because it was only like I broke like the inside part of it, but not the outside part because it was like a two-layered window. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it wasn't fully broken, but it still was like one of those things. He never made me pay for it. My grandpa didn't make me pay for it. And I swear to God, if Alan, you try to make me pay for it, I'll whip your fucking ass, you piece of shit, for what you said to me at fucking Thanksgiving.
All
Fuck
right.
you up.
So,
Sorry, I got
that,
sidetracked.
I mean, I'm just saying, destroying the family bath, the only bath in the house, pretty serious offense. So I would think, that's a good thing to see how much you would punish a kid, and you're just doing pretty much standard typical punishing right there. an instant hard ground
That's
with a
standard
prolonged
for
soft
us.
ground.
Okay, but you got to remember that's standard for us. Like I would bust ass too, though. I would spank. I would spank. I should say.
Yeah,
Good couple
at
spankings.
those ages, yeah, you can still spank at those ages, 11 and 9. Yeah,
But that's where it is though. Like I had a friend just right down the street actually growing up that she was like, I will never spank my kids and blah blah blah. And yet she also wonders why she was hooked on meth when we were freshmen in high school.
I mean,
So,
different strokes for folks. So
and no, that's what it is. She had never gotten disciplined like we got disciplined. You know what I mean?
society unfortunately needs motherfuckers and assholes.
Oh, it
That's how
does.
you get motherfuckers and assholes. If you want to raise motherfuckers and assholes, never beat them.
And that's where it is. And I guess that's where like you get people like us that have common sense because you get common sense. You don't have common sense. I'm letting you know that right now, people, viewers. You do not naturally have common sense. Your parents beat common sense into you or teach common sense to you. Because of that, they'll ask you, "Why the fuck did you do that?" And then when you say, "I don't know," they're like, "No. Why did you do that?" And then you learn common sense because you're like, well, I wanted to see if it would break. And it did. And so now you know for common sense. Don't bend things like that or it will break.
I view common sense as don't treat world like your plaything or playground.
I mean,
Like
yeah, that makes sense. But after a certain age with that, I would say. Because that's where I was talking like, because that was where I was like,
a,
bending a
a
toy
good
and
example
learning it
of it
breaks.
is like a good example of it is when you see like a sandcastle building competition or like a Lego building competition, and you just see the people around. You'll see little kids take off and try to knock shit over, and you'll see the
Yeah.
parents scoop them up real quick. You know, some people take that attitude all the way to adulthood
Or
because
like
they
that
don't get
little
beat.
brat trying to blow out his brother's candles for his birthday. Like,
They're just treating the world as their plaything.
yeah, like I've
Main
never
character
understood that.
syndrome.
Being jealous of your relative at their birthday party for getting gifts when you're not. Like
It's
that
just
has to be a new
attention. The
gen
attention
thing. That has to
on
be
them.
it has to be a new gen thing, dude. I never once felt like that growing up. Also happy for people at
You're
birthday
also an older
parties.
sibling. You're also an older sibling. I very much think that's a younger sibling thing.
Maybe. I got hiccups. I'm sorry
I've
if I'm
never
sleeping.
viewed my brother as competition, so I never got jealous at him for shit. I'm like, we are completely different people. Like,
I mean that makes sense. Why am I blurry? What the hell?
every time I found a new difference in between me and my brother, I celebrated it. Like, parents, like mom likes him more, dad likes me more. Yes. Like, I don't care that my
Well,
mom don't really like me as much. Like,
I can't talk much about that on the podcast because there's actually been a lot of shit that happened recently in this house. So I'll tell you about it later.
yeah,
And and that's what it is.
or
Like I understand that. Like
another
you
thing, like
can't
my
show
brother is
favoritism.
very much into sports as I was very much into art and music. Yes, big difference. Like I celebrated every little indifference that set me apart from my brother. I joke if there's a reason why there's a wedge in between me and him, it's because of me.
No, and I actually understand that because that's what it is. Like, okay, so my birth mother. So my sister, who I'm going to see in Florida, is out of nowhere being like, "Oh yeah, she's changed. She's so much better. She's blah 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 blah." And I just kind of want to be like, "Do you know how easy it is to say that you've changed over text, especially when
Yeah,
you live in Florida and she lives in Ohio?"
when you're half a nation away.
Yeah, like that's what it's me. It's like I was fucking 20, and she lied to my face about drinking milk. She tried to say it was my grandpa, and I knew for a fact my grandpa drinks Blue Cap. I drink Red Cap. So did she. Who drank my milk? Like,
Yeah.
and it was that. Like, it's that. The person who brought me into this world lied to my face about drinking milk. Dealt heroin over my lap. Fucking OD'd in front of my face countless amount of times. Fuck her. I'm done with it, man. Like, that's what it is. And to anybody out there, don't ever feel bad about leaving somebody behind because they are more willing to drag you down into their world than let you step forward into a new one. Don't ever. You step forward. You get your progress, and you forget about that sack of shit. But okay, I got a fun one here. So,
Ah,
which
ah,
celebrity
ah.
has aged the worst? You think?
Fucking, I don't know. I'm so far away from that pulse. I don't give a fuck what
Okay,
any of
my
them look
top
like.
one is Pamela Anderson.
I mean, I guess you can say that about any fucking female
Hey, you gonna say
celebrity.
that about any? No, Pamela Anderson's actually a crazy one. Like that one was like I was a kid and was like, holy shit, that might be the most beautiful woman alive. And I look at her now and I'm like, what? What? Huh?
Yeah, the most old celebrities I know are all pro wrestlers, and all pro wrestlers look like shit. So, like, compared to in ring days, like, no pro wrestler look. I guess DDP still looks good, but other than that outlier, yeah, every other. I guess Kane still looks pretty good, and Undertaker still looks pretty good for how old they are. But
Oh yeah, for
everybody,
sure. Them.
because those are guys that took care of their bodies. Everybody else don't take care of their bodies, so those are the only celebrities I know, and they're like very niche celebrities. So, but how about this? You have a longtime crush that you finally land as a steady girlfriend. Couple months into the relationship, she tells you about an inappropriate situationship.
What do
My
you mean?
question is though, my question is though, what is the line for you to stay with her? How inappropriate can she tell you this situationship was that you'd be like, you know what, I can see how you ended up in that circumstance, but I'm willing to see past it.
So, situationship. What would describe your definition of situationship? Because I am a little lost on that there.
Not a full relationship, but meaning, full relationship things like going out to dates, telling people it, making, full relationship stuff. Situationships are more like kind of more closed doors. You don't really talk about it. You guys see each other, possibly be hooking up, but it's very much like, kind of ships passing in the night type shit.
I can't say I could ever do that. And you know me because of my whole reasoning. Like, it really is that. Like,
There's a lot of ways this can be inappropriate too. So she's telling you about this inappropriate situationship. I'm asking, what is the line?
okay, okay. You're making more sense now. Like, me and her have been dating and she tells me some crazy shit that she's done, basically.
Yeah.
I
What
would
is the
say
line that you're still willing to be okay with and stay with her? What is the absolute max?
the one that would stop me immediately is orgy with multiple men. That one would be me like, okay, I'm out. Um, I don't know why, but it's just that's a horrible picture to have in my. I'm seeing a picture in my head already, and it's not even a woman that I even know, and I'm like, oh wow, oh ah. Um,
You're letting us know what's on your search history. I got it.
how can I be my search history if it disgusts me?
Cover up, covering it up.
No, I like femdom pegging. I mean, what? Um, no, but I really have no idea, honestly. I guess like to
All right.
me, the immediate turn off would be like OnlyFans or porn, basically. To be real, like you can have a crazy, meticulously sexual past or whatever. As long as I know that you're faithful to me, we're all good. But I would say porn, OnlyFans, are are probably my line right there. Porn and OnlyFans. I don't
One
want to
I
have
thought
somebody that
of,
can view my girlfriend's pussy for $5 a month. I mean,
the one I thought of that really stuck with me because those are the obvious ones. But what if her dad was molesting her and she never turned her in?
you mean she never turned him in?
Yeah.
Well, it depends upon the fact of is she planning on continuing letting him molest her?
Well, currently, right now, she's living with them.
Speedy, you're talking about real life. Is this a hypothetical anymore with you?
This was this first situation I posed in my head after I went through those basic ones. I'm like, obviously, those are the basic ones. Anybody,
I'm being
is
real.
pretty
Okay,
much
you want to be real?
with those ones.
You want to be real?
So if
If
we
a
bring
man,
incest into the picture, this raises a higher bar
okay,
of
no, and that's what
question.
I'm
Would I
saying is
be able to overlook forced incest?
that's what I'm saying, Smitty. You wouldn't have that chance because there's no way in hell that father would let her have any access to the outside world in this day and age. I'm being real. Like that's the real life scenario. You wouldn't have that access because that father would keep her locked up in the motherfucking basement to make sure that she couldn't go out to the police and be like, "Hey, yo, my dad's fucking raping me."
Weirder shit has happened.
You're not wrong. There was that weird case. I want to say it was Columbus or whatever, where like the girl was like held captive or whatever, but like the guy let her have free reign, and then she like finally like went to the police and was like, "Hey, yo, he's got like three other chicks in the basement being tortured."
That was Cleveland, and that was favorite girl. And he how she got out, he didn't close the second door and just left the screen door open, and she was yelling out the screen door. But it was Cleveland. And the funniest thing about that,
Funny?
I know yeah, I know it's a tragic thing what you described, but the funniest thing about that is the dude who found her was black. He opened the door and ran out. And when he was giving his interview to the news, he said, I know for a fact if a white girl's running into a black man, something real wrong. Something real wrong with that. And he was black as fuck, and it just cracks me up the way he delivers it. I'm butchering it as fuck,
No,
but
I
like
mean I can
he's like
hear it.
he's like
Like
he's
the
like
fact
he's
that
like
she ran
he's
up
like
to
that
me tells me there was something going on. Like,
that's something real bad. If a white girl's running up to me, that's something real bad
yeah,
going
like
on.
that's like I definitely sound racist saying I'm whiter than you. I'm fucking pale as hell. But
She
no,
went
it
on to
makes
host a
sense.
show. She went on to host a true crime show on some major network.
That reminds me, actually, though. What was like one of your favorite TV shows? And we're gonna update this too because mine's updated recently.
It depends on the genre, and
Just
that's
top off the
really
mind, off the
anime.
top of the mind. First one comes
And
to
it's
mind.
really animation or people. Do you want my favorite animation or you want my favorite people? Because those are
People,
two different
give
vibes.
me people. Fucking
And my
annoying
favorite
ass.
people is probably Always Sunny. I'm always down to watch Always Sunny. I don't care how many times I've seen the
All
ep.
right, give me a
Like,
cartoon after that. I want to know your cartoon now. Actually, hearing that one.
gonna have to be a toss up in between Futurama and the entirety of Avatar, which is Avatar: The Last Airbender and Korra, whatever title Korra has. Blah blah blah
So
blah blah.
I got my middle finger up here going against you. So my favorite live action TV series after anything now is Dexter. And I include all of like New Blood, Resurrection, all of that. That's the one show. Top notch series in my opinion. But when it comes down to cartoon aspect, there is not a single series in my own opinion that will ever top Scooby Doo, Where Are You? From 1969. And I mean that. 1969, Scooby Doo, Where Are You? 1970, Scooby Doo, Where Are You? Is the most top shelf cartoonage that I've ever seen in my life. And the fact that there is only 2 seasons, only like 30 something episodes of it, breaks my heart. Like just seeing the animations that we have today don't even compare to the drawing animation of that period. And just the stories that they had for it were just so amazing. I fall asleep watching Scooby Doo Where Are You almost every night. I'll admit that right now. 100% on this podcast.
I like Futurama just for the little things. Like the episode when they shoot the giant trash ball into the sky to deflect the other trash ball
Okay,
coming to Earth to destroy Earth.
that is
Fry
great.
was supposed
Yes.
to Fry is supposed to launch the rocket to shoot the trash ball, but right before he touches the button, he misses it a little bit and goes, "Oops." And it cracks me up every time.
Well,
I
yeah,
know
no,
it's
like that is
coming.
a real feeling. Yeah, like, but it's like the
Or
Scooby Doo
the other
aspect. Where like Shaggy or Scooby fuck up the trap and they somehow still catch him.
or the other one when Fry is trying to impress Leela by writing a major symphony on the holophone, which is a super difficult instrument to play. He made a deal with the devil to trade his hands with the devil's hands, the robot devil. And then, so while Fry's on the balcony, practicing and writing this symphony for Leela, she tries to sneak in on it and like catch a peek, but Fry catches her, so he knocks it off real quick, and they had like a cute little moment right there. And then you never see him, but you can hear him off in the distance. The robot devil says, "Hey, can I have my hands back?" And Fry leans out of the kiss and goes, "No." And then you hear the devil go, "You're not nice." Cracks me up every time. I'm like, "You're the devil. You're the one that's not nice. You made the deal." Just the devil saying you're not nice. If I ever get sent to hell, I wish the devil will say something that ironish. Like, like I hope the devil calls me evil. Like, you're evil. What are you talking about? You are evil incarnate. How can you call me evil?
I was listening, but I was also dying to a cart hit in
Yeah,
between
but
all
there's
of that.
all like little things like that in Futurama, but those are my top two when I get to talk about Futurama. Like it's those little jokes that they will just sprinkle in constantly. Like there'll be like five of those little jokes in one sentence, like, and it just cracks me up. And also, there's a whole bunch of lore because they had a whole bunch of smart people writing on that show. So I could go on about Futurama. But if I would go second tier, my second tier after Always Sunny is probably going to be Parks and Rec. Dude, I love all those shows. Oh man. All right, Workaholics happened before he was Pitch Perfect. Okay, Adam Devine was Workaholics before he was in Pitch Perfect, so you cannot hold that against him. That is a terrible criticism. Yeah, that's the whole fucking point. I hate Adam Devine too, but that point. That he is unconventionally handsome, and then he's arrogant on top of it. Like, but he plays it so fucking well. And that's why I like him. And that's why, yeah, when Jonah Hill stopped being fat is when I stopped kind of liking Jonah Hill. He played the fat guy,
Because yeah,
and he got skinny and was still trying to be that fat guy.
and then he
You don't
got
get to
mad
do
at
that.
being called the fat guy. Like, dude, there's a reason why you called a niche in Hollywood. Like,
You were the fat
you
guy.
own it. Yeah, you own it, dude. Like, if I was known as the
Yeah,
fat guy in Hollywood and I was getting paid money to be the fat guy in Hollywood, I'm the motherfucking fat guy in Hollywood, motherfucker. Like, look at me. I'm
yeah.
Jonah Hill. Like,
Ralphie May died being the fat guy in comedy. Like,
fucking, fucking Jeff Farley. Fucking, what was his name? The guy from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I can never remember his name.
I don't know that show. That sounds like a Hick show. That
No,
sounds
that's
like,
a movie.
I don't know,
Planes,
Larry
Trains,
the
and
Cable Guy.
Automobiles. Oh, what was his name? He's the big guy.
Larry the Cable
Planes.
Guy. I don't know. Larry the Cable
No,
Guy's fat. He
no.
played
As
into
soon as
about
I
being
say it,
fat.
you'll know. John Candy.
Uh, I know John Candy from other stuff. Yeah.
John
Yeah, he
Candy.
played
Like,
into being fat.
the
Chris
jolly
Farland, you
fat
said that.
guy. Literally, he was the jolly fat guy who had good
Yeah.
moral lessons.
Yeah, and then like if you stop being the fat guy, you just kind of leave Hollywood. Like the fat guy from My Name Is Earl, he stopped being fat and
Well,
became a fitness influencer. Like
and you can still find success with that because you were Hollywood, and so you can be like, hey, this is what I am now. But
he's doing great. He looks great. He's
yeah,
doing great
yeah, and I'm
outside of
sure he
Hollywood.
has great
Like
money from people subscribing to him just because he was from Hollywood, especially. But it's
yeah,
just that
people
it's
loved him in
like
My Name Is Earl
to
and was an ex-fat person themselves. So of course
yeah,
there's natural following there,
a
you
hundred
know.
percent. Like yeah, you're definitely gonna respect
If
that
if I
guy.
was a super fitness guy, I would probably follow him because I'm an ex-fat guy too. Like
Well, I mean, that's like trying to be a comedian and, following the comedy scene, even. No matter what you do, you're going to try to follow in that kind of scene, and that it just makes sense. And so to me, it's like if you were cast into a niche or a niche, whatever way you want to say it, if you're cast in that kind of role, own it, dude. I mean, you're going to make more money owning it than anybody else would in the industry because people are going to
yeah,
enjoy you owning it. Like,
yeah, that's why those entertainment careers are so finicky. Like you can't blow up as a fat guy because then you're locked in with the fat guy. If not, you're gonna have to abandon your career for a minute until the public perception change. You can't force that upon the public. The public
okay,
has to come to it.
well, but I'll be real though. When it comes down to it, there's certain people like Jonah Hill. Bring back into point. Even though he's not fat anymore, he can still pass as a fat guy because yeah, he's stronger and all that stuff. But it doesn't take very much for him to look like a fat guy again, in my opinion. It really doesn't.
The last Jonah Hill performance I liked him skinny in was Don't Look Up. And he
He
was
did
just
not look
doing
too skinny to me in that one. Being real, he did not look too skinny to me in that film.
compared to what he was when I'm used to seeing his face, he is skinny. I'm not
Skinnier than
comparing
what
him
he
to other
was,
people.
yes.
I am comparing him to what he was.
Okay, but you compare him
So
to my face and how skinny I am.
I don't do that with Jonah. I compare Jonah to Jonah.
Well, okay, yeah, and that's what people did for a long time. So it made him so mad. Actually, to be real, he's like, "Oh, you keep comparing me to my fucking blah 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 self."
Yeah, that's the one I liked. So I'm going to compare you to the version that I liked.
I mean, yeah, I can't blame you for that. I'm not arguing
so
against that at all. Like,
so if I compare him to what he was skinny, and I liked him in that performance. So he is somewhat winning me. But that's just a classic Jonah performance. He's just being that arrogant Cartman character from Superbad. It was literally that Superbad
yeah,
character now as
that is
a
actually a
freaking
great
president's son.
description too of his character in Superbad. A Cartman character. That is actually a
Yeah,
really good description of that. I
yeah,
really
he's
like
just
that.
being, and that's all Ryan Reynolds does too. Like he just is this Cartman-esque character, and I
No,
freaking hate Ryan Reynolds.
no Ryan Reynolds. Okay, I learned him. So sorry, I'm coughing. he actually read Deadpool comics as a kid and wanted to be Deadpool since he was a kid, and so that's how he's acted.
You ever seen Just Friends with Ryan Reynolds?
I don't think I have, but I can say from every
It's
other
his
film that I've
breakout
seen.
hit.
Okay, I'm
It's
gonna
his
cough, but you
breakout
gotta talk.
hit. It's his breakout hit in every single movie that he's in. He's just being that character in Just Friends. His Deadpool is just Friends. If you watch Just Friends, that is his Deadpool. He's been
But
doing that character throughout every single movie, and I freaking hate him. Sean
okay,
William Scott, who was my white boy to win this position, was a lot better. He was Stifler, and he got locked into being Stifler, even though every other performance that he does,
Stifler. Sorry, I'm sorry.
every other performance Sean William Scott does is way far beyond than what the Stifler character is, and he never got credit for it. But freaking Ryan Reynolds can step in here, do the same goddamn character for freaking 30 freaking years, get two Marvel characters out of it, no, three Marvel characters out of it, and
3.
be now only three superheroes. I'm not too sure if they're all Marvel.
He got Green Lantern, that was DC, which is a flop and a fail, and then his only other one was Deadpool.
I forget that Deadpool. He had two versions of Deadpool, and I split that into two different characters.
Deadpool has 3 movies technically now, and they're all the same version technically of him.
There was
Oh no,
Deadpool
you're not
without
wrong.
the
You're not
blue and
wrong. You're
white
not wrong.
uniform. Yeah,
You're right. There was the Wolverine Origins movie. You're definitely right. I'm so sorry. You're 100% right. Yes, he
it
did
was
play a
Deadpool without the
shitty
uniform
version
and
of
Deadpool
Deadpool.
with the
Yep, you're
yeah
definitely
with
right.
no red and white with
He had
no
like
red and white
weird
uniform.
scars around his eyes, and the blades come out of his arms, which is the weirdest fucking thing. Like they literally, he had blades. Like they tried to make fun of Wolverine with having 3 come out of his
There's
fists.
also Pikachu. Like I fucking hate Ryan Reynolds.
I don't absolutely hate Ryan Reynolds. There's, I've learned with him a certain role he plays perfectly, and that's that Deadpool role. And after learning
This
his mindset, and it was
arrogant
that he
douchebag.
learned how to act, and that's what it was. He actually said he read Deadpool as a kid and wanted to act like that and be like that, and that makes a lot of sense from hearing him say that when you look at all of his roles he's played. He plays the douchey
There you haven't seen his
Deadpool character.
breakout role in Just Friends. I think you need to see that and just you'll see everything else.
I
Like
will.
he's just
I'll
been
have
doing
to.
Just Friends.
I'll
He's
have
been
to
doing Just Friends
because
his entire career. And what you say about he read Deadpool sounds like a good marketing thing. Like that's a good thing that marketing said for him
yeah,
to
you're right. You're
say to
definitely
begin
right.
with.
Yeah, to be like I planned on being him my entire life. Yeah, you're definitely right. That's a good point. I shouldn't just take what
Yeah.
I see on the internet as a fucking point. It's 100% right there, right? Because I definitely read that on the internet. I don't fucking get the newspaper.
Yeah. And I watched Ryan Reynolds from Just Friends into Waiting. He didn't appear in Still Waiting, and Still Waiting is better. I don't mind him in Waiting. Waiting's a good movie,
Free
but
guy. I liked him in. I'll say that.
he's been doing the same character throughout every
And that's what
goddamn
Free
movie.
Guy was.
And then finally he was Deadpool and the cool uniform, and everybody's like, "Oh, hate him."
Hey, you know, Smitty, I'm not really happy with you imitating me there. Okay. Um, really offended, to be honest.
He said he read Marvel as a
Hey,
kid.
hey, calm down. Okay. I'm getting flashbacks.
I'm spinning on it.
Well, I was on it, and
I know I was quoting you. You were gliding and spinning. You were giving him all the tricks.
dude, I
And
was
that's what the
and
entire
I was
America is doing.
and I was
And that's why you
and I
own the
was
fucking spell you're copying now, and it's bullshit. It should be Sean William Scott.
Sorry, what?
It
I
should
was
be
bouncing
Sean
up and down
William
like I was getting
Scott that
fucked.
you're riding, and I'll be up there right with you. He was the G.
Okay, let's just let it be known I am completely straight. I just love to make gay jokes because my family's done it to me for my entire life. Um, and so I got like 100 of them locked and loaded. Bring it. Oh
Is
God,
that
Smitty's
one?
gone sideways.
Fucking- oh, times that you've been bagged. I got a good one.
I can't count because there was a game that we played which got me suspended actually in like sixth grade. We called it uh oh what was it? It was Wiener Bag Wednesday? No. Oh no, it was Wiener Whack Wednesday. And so it was that. Like all of us guys would walk around and just smack each other in the balls. And then I got
Ours
suspended
wasn't.
because somebody told on me, and then my principal wrote it down in the detention letter as he hit him in the balls and said it's Wacky Wiener Wednesday.
Yeah, ours wasn't committed to a day. Ours was very much like an open game, like knowing about the game or one of these, one of those.
Oh,
It's
the
very
one where you
much
like dip it down below your leg and be like, ha.
yeah, or like, hey, we lost the game. Like it was very much like one of those, like it's always very much out in the air. If you can catch somebody with a bag,
Nah.
you're gonna do so. So one of the best bags I ever got was only good, and I remember it so good because it was a kamikaze bag of sorts.
You, hang on.
Meaning
Are you saying you took your own junk and bagged his junk with your junk? Because that's gay,
opposite.
Smitty.
Opposite.
What the fuck is the opposite of that?
He came in for a hug, be like, hey, what's up, bud? And then wept and bang, he bagged himself on my bag. And then we were both on the floor, crutching our nuts in pain. I'm like, why did you do that, Ryan? He's like, totally worth it. I'm like, fair,
No!
fair.
No! I'm like, Ryan,
We
that
had
was
on
gay!
clothes. We had on clothes. We had on underwear and
I don't
pants,
give a
both. That's
fuck if you
four
try to
layers.
clack
That's
your
not
balls against
gay.
my balls with any kind of fucking fabric between. You're gay.
That's very much homophobic.
Bring it.
That's very much homophobic.
Judge me.
That is
No,
so much of a barrier.
you try to clack your balls against my balls, even if there is fabric between them.
Technically, he
Fuck
did.
off.
I felt it, and it hurt. So, but he felt it too, and it hurt. Like so.
Nah, fuck
To be
off. It
fair,
ain't happening.
that was the most innovative bag I ever got bagged with. Like it sticks with
Okay,
me.
that's a good one. The most innovative bag I've ever gotten. I did it to myself, actually. I remember now. So I was
Not it
actually
doesn't count.
no,
You have to receive it from somebody.
no. I did receive it in a harsh, harsh way. I had a plug on this tank that I was pressure, not pressure, but air testing at work, right? And I had the table down low enough to where this fucking plug, which is about this size, it's a good rubber plug, was at my dick height. Not actually my dick height. It was my ball sack height, to be specific. And I was sitting there, and I was on the other side of my table. I was spraying the fucking thing, and I was like, "All right, yeah, there's no leaks." And out of nowhere goes, the fucking um plug shot out, hit me, and I swear to God, both my testicles, yes, both of my testicles at once. Like I've never been hit that hard. It felt like a speeding bullet had hit them. I'm not kidding you, dude. I was down for like 5 minutes. I feel like that was probably the longest I've been down for a nut tap, and it was bad. It fucking hurt. Oh my god.
I could see how that one being bad.
It was only, I want to
Right
say, like
before,
20 pounds of air pressure. So I want to say
yeah,
20 pounds of air pressure smacked my fucking testicles.
that's
Like,
nice to get a math measurement on that. I freaking, I got reminded because right before I moved, I met up with one of my exes, and she told me she used to kick me in the crotch a lot, and I'm like, I don't remember that. That seems like something I would remember.
you wouldn't have
And
children
then,
in the future. Holy shit. If she was kicking you like that,
and then
that's like some real
like
dominatrix
I
shit.
was,
Sorry.
and then like I didn't like think about it until like a couple of weeks later. I'm like, oh shit, she actually did used to kick me in the crotch a lot, but I would fake like she hit me in the balls.
Respect. I would do that too, just to make sure they weren't going to try again.
But that's what I thought too, but she kept always trying because she did thought I was faking because all this like came flooding back to me like a couple of weeks later after I couldn't stop thinking about it. Like I finally dug through all the crap memories and found it. I'm like, oh, here it is. and and the reason why I would always act
Oh
because I
my god.
wore really I wore really baggy South Pole pants back then.
What the fuck are South Pole pants? Hang on. Like,
It's a type of designer like freaking Levi,
oh, okay,
but
okay.
South Pole made really baggy shit because that was the style back then. So she would get caught up in all the denim before she would reach my crotch. So I would catch her in the denim before she would reach my balls, but she would be close enough where I'm like, oh, this is like wrestling clothes, so I could just sell this. So I'd be like, oh, you only got me. Oh, just like, faking a punch in wrestling.
Like, ah! Actually, I'll be real. I realized. So, you know how I told you I have a broken tooth back here on my, like, what was it, wisdom tooth or whatever? I think I finally realized how I broke it. Because I'd always jokingly punch myself in the fucking face like this. Pretty decently hard, too. Like, I would, like, actually kind of sometimes jar myself and be like, fuck, that was pretty hard. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's probably why I'm missing part of my fucking tooth now. Because I used to just rock my shit on purpose.
Alexis chipped half of my front tooth right here, but she chipped it like on the back half, like the force cracked it on the back of my tooth and
Okay,
then
the
sheared up
pressure
to
of
the
it all,
top.
yeah.
And then like that's the only chip I gotten. And she did that by fucking throwing a beer can in my fucking face or
Respect.
a pop can. I think you were there.
Was I? Hang on, tell the story. Well, I mean, I might
I
remember.
don't really remember it because I was drunk. I just know I
Well, then
pissed
I
Alexis
fucking
off.
was too.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember I was drunk and we were all just in the living room chilling, bullshitting, and I
that's
pissed
how it
Alexis
was.
off and she threw something in my face. I believe it was a can because I got a flashback of the first time I got hit with a can. So I believe those are the only two times I've been hit with a can.
So, my
My first
sister. Sorry, go ahead.
my first time I got hit with a can, I was half passed out on my butt on JD Wynn's couch when we were still in high school, and it was his dad's party house. And I was half passed out because we just got in from a show, unloaded, got the rest of the band home. I got a text from Justin saying, "Hey, are you back in town?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'm having a party." So I looked at our drummer. I'd be like, "You want to go to a party or at least drop me off there?" And he's like, "Hell yeah." So we get there. We start partying. I get fucked up pretty quickly. I sit